Welcome to your daily motivation and inspiration with Dan, where I simplify life and business and help you become your higher and better self. Do you know that you can create anything you want? Do you know that it's possible to get into what's called receptive mode? Do you know that you have that power within you? You know, here's the thing. Most of us aren't in receptive mode because the truth is we're going against ourselves. We have thoughts and we have beliefs that go against what we want. Sounds counterintuitive, but that's what's happening. We received information at some point in time, generally when we're young. If you've watched some of my other videos, you understand that when we were young, we're in a hypnagogic trance. We don't have the ability to filter information, to say no. We don't have the ability to reason. We can't decide what is good for us, what isn't. So we accept everything as true and real. And whether it is or not, that's the problem. We don't know. And so we go through our lives thinking and looking at things with a lens, with a perception that it's not possible, that we can't do it, that we're not good enough, we're not smart enough. And so we're resisting ourselves. We're not even near being in receptive mode. So when I talk about being in receptive mode, we're open to receiving. You can't receive something if you don't have the right mindset. It's not possible. You have to be open to receiving it. You have to believe even just a shred, just a tiny bit. And if you believe just a little bit that is possible, if you can imagine it, and imagination is the key, because if you can imagine it, then that part of your mind, your prefrontal cortex, can take it and feed the possibility. Without that, nothing happens. You keep doing the same actions, you keep thinking the same way, you keep repeating the same processes over and over and over again. And guess what? Your life becomes a pattern of the same thing and unhappiness. So if you want to be in receptive mode, you have to focus on what's getting in the way. I can't tell you what that is. I can't do the push-ups for you. You have to see it yourself. You have to look at what you're doing, what's resisting, what resistance feels like, what's going wrong, and then associate that with what you think and what you believe. Because once you can associate what's going on in your life and how things aren't going right and how you're pissed off, because you will get pissed off, finding out what's resisting or what you're resisting, you will get annoyed and pissed off. And then once you get enough annoyed and pissed off, then you can seek the answer. And that's where I come in. That's where clients in the business world find me, because they get pissed off enough, they get frustrated enough, and then they realize they need some help, and they realize they can't do it on their own. They need some assistance, some techniques, some processes to figure this out. And then once they bring it to the surface, you can then do something about it. Otherwise, guess what? It's constant repetition of the same thing, same habits, week in, week out. Resistance mode, not receptive mode. So if you want to shift to receptive mode, you have to become aware of what you're thinking and doing and look at the world around you. Life isn't happening to you, it's responding to you. This environment I'm in right now isn't just here because I happen to live around here. It was chosen. Every time I move or go someplace, I always have these kinds of environments around me because I like it. I want it. Doesn't matter where I go. If I go to Disney, I ended up walking on a golf course in the morning. Same thing. Receptive mode. You can do it. And if you want some help doing it, just leave me a comment. Especially if you're in business, I can help you out and give you some resources. Today, remember to eliminate mental blindness disease, help eliminate it by thinking differently and doing different things. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.